Hi guys, it's Faraz from Get Into Medicine, and today I'm going to be showing you how I scored 870 in my abstract reasoning for my UCAT, and we're going to go through a paper together. So let's get straight into it and let's start now. So in abstract reasoning, you have 55 questions to answer in 13 minutes. Now, a lot of students may think that it's very difficult, but if you follow a structure, I follow Titan's PADS, which I'll link in the description, what it stands for, you'll be able to see how easy abstract reasoning can be as a section if you have a structure and you stick to your timing. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but here are a few tips and tricks that I like to use to visualize the patterns. So let's get straight into it. So immediately you've got a set. So which of the following test shapes belongs in set A? Now immediately I'm thinking about the different patterns. So I've got some circles with horizontal lines and some with vertical lines, but this one only has vertical lines, so it can't be that. I'm looking at what's on the line here. So often in Titan's PADS, intersections is one of the key things. So there's one circle here, and which is vertical, and this is blank. So it's always really important to pick the two simplest ones. In this case, it's possibly these two over here. There's one circle here, and there's 4 circles up here, and there's 2 circles here, but then 2 circles here. So there's more on this side and more on this side. Let's see if that pattern works. So you've got one circle up here, there's a lot more at the top, 2 circles here, a lot more at the bottom. I'm going to go with that. So which of the following test shapes belongs in set A? So we've got 2 circles here, but it's equal, so it's not that. One circle here, so we want one circle with more at the top, so it's not that. One circle with more at the top, I'm going to go with C. Set A, so that's got none. It's got one circle but more at the bottom, 2 circle with more at the bottom. That one works. I'm going to go with that. And which of the following test shapes belongs in set B? So this is where you've got 2 and there's more at the top. So 1, that's got definitely more at the bottom. 2, more at the bottom. We want 2 and more at the top. That's got more at the bottom, and you've got 1 here with more at the bottom. I believe I'm wasting too much time on this, probably got something wrong. 1 and more at the bottom. Oh, of course, there's this one, silly me. Which of the following test shapes belongs in set B? So we want 1 and more at the bottom, or 2 and more at the top. So I'm going to go with this one. Which figure completes the statement? So in these ones, you just compare this one to this one. So you've got the triangle here and a square here, and over here these are interlinked. So this should be a circle, and there are all 3 of them are circles. So that's not particularly helpful. We can see that this is rotated 90 degrees clockwise. So I'm going to go with this one. Cool. So in this one, we've got to think about Titan's PADS. So if we think about the type of shape, so that's kind of the same. We've got intersections. Immediately I'm looking at these triangles here and their direction. So remember, in abstract reasoning, triangles can be arrows. There's nothing to do really with positioning. There's no intersections really. Number of sides will be probably roughly the same. I'm looking at the fact there's 2 circles here and a triangle here, and 2 circles here and a triangle at the bottom. So maybe if there's 2 circles, the triangle's in the corner, but then that kind of applies to everything. The triangle direction is really important. So this one's pointing upwards with 2 circles, and this one's pointing down with 1 circle. So I'm going to go with that as a possible pattern. Immediately, even if I haven't found a complete pattern, I'm going to go with that because I'm wasting too much time. So triangle pointing down and 2 must mean that it is set B. Triangle pointing up and 1 circle must mean that it's also set B. Triangle pointing up and then 2 circles is A. That's neither because it hasn't got the plus. And triangle pointing down and 1 circle, which is A. Also amazing. Cool. In this one, a whole bunch of different colours, a whole bunch of different shapes. If we pick the 2 simplest ones, I'm going to go with this one and this one, just to get the least amount of shapes. You've got 2 blacks in here, 1 black here, 2 dark greys, 1 dark grey, and a rectangle. I don't think it's number of sides. I think that's pretty easy to say. If we look at the fact that each one contains an arrow, and which way is the arrow pointing? Okay, it's pointing at a black one, and the arrow is pointing at white. So I found the pattern there. So, but just to be sure, actually, that doesn't have to contain dark grey. Yeah, this one doesn't contain dark grey. So you've got black arrow pointing at a white shape. I'm going to go with set B. That's pointing at nothing, so that's neither. Grey arrow pointing at black shape, that's A. black arrow pointing white shape, that's B. So you can see, guys, that I'm spending barely any time on the actual question once I've found the actual pattern. And this one is very cheeky. It's black arrow pointing at white, not white pointing at black, so that's neither. Brilliant. Dominoes questions, there can only be a certain amount of patterns, so it's either count the number of dominoes, there's going to be no symmetry, there's going to be no sort of intersections or types of shapes or number of sides or anything like that. So if we look at this, if we just really quickly count, so 6, 8, 11, and you've got 8, 11, 12, so it's not really odd and even. If we think about the domino on the left, 4, 5, 6, it's not really odd and even there. 7, 7, 7, oh, so it might just be 7s, but that's 6, so it can't be that. We could look at the two bottom dominoes, so 4 plus 2 is 6, that's 7. We could look at the top, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5, 9, 9. Okay, so I think it's top dominoes being an odd number in this, and then, yeah, top dominoes being an even number in that. So that's 3, so I'm going to go with A. 8, so I'm going to go with B. 7, but then that's got a missing, so I'm going to go with... Oh, it's a bit of a tricky one. I'm going to go... Oh, it can't be neither because that one's got a missing one, but that's still part of the set. So 7, so I'm going to go with A. And then 8 says B. And then 10's B. Could have got a few wrong there, but we'll see. Here we've got a... Let's have a look at the two simplest ones. You've got a big square here, which is covered black. A little square, which is white, so it might be size or shape leading to colour, but then that doesn't make sense because these two squares are the same size, but that's black, that's white. Maybe it's the number of shapes inside it, but then that's got 1, so that doesn't really make sense. If we just compare these two, there's a circle here, and it's white square, and it's black, so square, white circle, oh, white square, white circle, oh brilliant, so that's got neither because that doesn't have a square in it. Black square, and a white triangle. But I think it's got to do with squares and circles, so I'm not too sure about that. So I'm going to go with A. I'm going to go with A. I think it's got something to do with the squares. I'm going to go with A for that as well. Just making sure I put A. This has got both, so I'm going to go neither. A bit confusing. And this has got a black square and a white circle, so I'm going to go set B. Cool. Bunch of shapes, pretty random, not very helpful at all. If we look at the number of sides, so just know that that's 7, 10, 14. I don't think it's the number of sides, 7, 10, 14. It could be 14 actually. 7, 10, 1, 2, 3. Ooh. That adds up to 13, so it can't be that. Let's have a look at the arrows in this. The arrows are pointing in all sorts of random directions. Is the arrow matching up with anything? Arrow's pointing away. Arrow's pointing away. What's the arrow pointing? Oh. We've got a triangle here that can act as arrows. Upwards triangle, downwards arrow. Oh, we've got a right triangle here, arrow, and a left triangle. Oh, okay, so I think the triangle is pointing away from the arrow, if we go with that. I'm going to go with neither because that doesn't have a triangle in it. That's pointing the same side. That's pointing away. Oh, no, but the same side is... Oh, same side is set B. That makes sense. Pointing away, so I'm going to go set A, same side, pointing the same side, set B, and that's pointing pretty goofy, that's not even pointing anywhere, so that's neither. Let's have a look at this one. So immediately, there's a bunch of colours, so colours could be a thing, maybe number of sides and number of colours. Got 5 minutes remaining, not good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's, it's not adding up the number of sides, possible right angles, but then that doesn't have a right angle, but that's white. Oh, I feel like I'm going to waste a bit of time in this question. Let's see the position. So each one of them does appear to have a triangle in it. If you just compare these ones, and each one of them does have a square. So we've got a square at the top, triangle at the bottom. Square at the top, triangle at the bottom. Square at the top. Oh, it might just be square at the top, triangle bottom. Maybe colours is a red herring. And then in this you've got triangle at the top. Okay, brilliant. So we've got a pattern. So set B. Set B because the triangle's at the top. Set A because the squares at the top, neither because they're alongside each other, and the square is at the top, so let's say, brilliant, cool. Right, again, triangle. I don't think it's going to be the same pattern, hopefully it's not the same pattern. How are we for time? 4 minutes remaining, not that great. If we have a look at the two grey shapes, it's got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, so it's not a number of sides. Right angles, there's none. If we have a look at 6, 4, oh, if we just add up the number of sides, so 4, you've got 7 there, 6 there, just know that that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's got 5 altogether. Oh, so maybe it's the number of sides of this is one more than that. Let's see if that theory works. 9, 4, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 is 9, and that's 9. So that's neither. Oh, actually, we could see what it is in here. So the grey one's 6, 1, 2. So the grey one is more. In this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So they're both the same. In this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're both equal. So that's neither. So 6 plus 9. So 10. So the white one has got one more side, which was in set A, and in this 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the white one again has one more, so that's set A, and this 4, 7. Yeah, that's set B. Completely lost my train of thought. Cool, but yeah. So that's got, yeah, the grey one's got one more side than that one, which matched up with set B, I want to say. Cool. What's similar between this and this? I do love these. These are a bunch of shapes, so the only thing common between these shapes, I guess, is the fact they've all got sides. Right angles are not really a thing. How many sides are there? 4, 5, 8, 11, 12, 13, 17, 20. How many sides has that got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. Cool. So number of sides is equal to that. So 5, 8, 12, 13, 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, this is going to be the one. Cool. And this one, so the circle goes to the bottom, the square goes to the top. I think it might just be inverted. Yeah, the arrow switch as well. So that triangle will be at the bottom and it'll be facing downwards. There's only one. They're really nice with that one. I've got the black shapes over here. They've inverted in colour. They become stripes. So they've got black shapes here. We're looking for stripes in both a crescent and an arrow. Crescent and arrow, so that's only D. Cool. What's similar between this hexagon and these shapes here? I guess the number of shapes is 6. That's 6. I'm completely guessing that. We'll go with any shape that got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no arrow's got 7. Cool. 3 arrows pointing upwards, 2 downwards. I guess so. The arrows pointing upwards are black. So you've got 2 arrows pointing upwards here. So I want 2 black and 4 white, which is this one. Cool, brilliant. This one seems a bit time consuming, so I'm ready to skip the section just to get a few done at the end, because they look very similar. In this one, you've got arrows pointing all sorts of different directions. Let's see, we've got grey, that's got 5, that's got 3, that's got 6, that's got 4, that's got 3, that's got 1. So I think the grey one just got 2 more sides, I want to say, than the white, and then this one, the white's got 2 more. So that's equal, so that's neither. 5 and 3, so the white's got more, so that's set B. Grey has got more because that's got 2, that's got 4, so that would be set A. We've got 5 in the grey one there, and 1, 2, 3. So the grey one's got 2 more, so that's set A. As you can see, the mental fatigue does kick in this section, and then the white one's got 2 more. So I'm going to say set A, set B, and I'm going to guess. Nice. What I should have done actually is automatically put answers for the set that I didn't complete. So in reality, that was poor from me, but I probably would have put answers for these ones. So yeah, that probably would have given me a few marks. But let's have a look at how we did. We did complete all this, apart from that one question that I skipped. So let's see how that goes. Brilliant. 850. So the patterns were definitely recognised. I got one of these questions wrong and probably just made a silly mistake. So the total number of sides of the white shape is 1 less than total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 10. That's 9. Yeah, that was a completely silly mistake from me. So as you can see, even I do make mistakes, and then those 5 were wrong, and then these 5 were right. In reality, even if you put anything random for that, you would have maybe even got 1 mark. But as you can see, that's a very achievable score, along with just a bit of practice, and just keep doing your patterns with timed and untimed practice to ensure that not only do you recognise patterns, but also that you can do it quickly. As you can see, I've been doing these for years, and even still I'm not an expert at it. So if you do get even a score such as 700 or 650, 680, that's still a really good score, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself. But yeah, as you can see, guys, I'm not an expert, but I really hope that this was helpful. Please, thank you again for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Our links to our socials will be down in the description, as well as a link to our website if you'd like any tutoring from me or one of the other tutors. And as always, thank you very much again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.